Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jupiter Klein, and we have finally got losers finals in this Aria 2022 tournament. Our competitors today are GarniTexas and LuichoX, and we have a decisive result today. We've got all three games scheduled back to back to back. And let's see here. Positron in the shop. Expect both runners will pick that up. Not a whole lot else. For those tuning into Aria for the first time, the settings we're using here are Area Shuffle, Boss Shuffle, Shop Sanity, and Panther is always first progression. So to talk a little bit about the runners here, GarniTexas, one of the all-time great Castlevania players, many records in games like Circle the Moon, also well known for certain randomizers, and has picked up the Aria randomizer very quick. Meanwhile, LuichoX, a prodigy, got into the Aria randomizer about a year ago at this point. Is already one of the very best in the world. I'm expecting a great series of races here. Both runners grabbing Skula early. It's going to open up underwater areas in the castle. And you can see that even without backdash cancels, Positron Rifle deals a crazy amount of damage. And there's Panther. Garni currently with a small lead, but LuichoX does have more information on how the castle layout is randomized. Oh, now this is interesting. Early flight without double jump. I know that a lot of runners have mixed feelings about these kinds of seeds. You'll notice a lot of menuing back and forth to turn giant bats off and on. So this could be a bit awkward. Hopefully melt this soon. Nice Legion drop for LuichoX. It's a good red soul. We've already got a major divergence here. Garni headed to Clock Tower while LuichoX finds Study. I think Study is going to be easier to navigate. This might be an advantage for LuichoX. But Garni finds Headhunter, one of the two bosses in Aria, that improves the shop upon being defeated. So this could be big. Phase 3 is going to be awkward, but phases 1 and 2 maybe not so bad. So yeah, each phase of Headhunter's got 700 HP. So we're looking at about 10 hits here. And LuichoX finds Balor early. I'm going to tell you right now, as good as Positron is, this is one of the boss fights where this weapon really struggles. I think this is going to be tough. Garni with a random lubricant drop. Often considered the best yellow soul in the game, a risk-reward soul that increases your stats as soon as HP is lowered. That's a big pickup. On top of the experience and the shop upgrade, very nice. So far, LuichoX handling Balor fine. HP's looking okay. If this fight can be completed, LuichoX is going to get like 10 free level ups. It's probably set for the rest of the seed. This is one of the last fights in Aria. Okay, HP no longer looking great for LuichoX. Getting a bit dicey here. I don't believe our runners have found much healing. Maybe there's some in the shop? But yeah, with Skula, Garni can fully clear the clock tower on his first trip here. Let's see if there's anything good. Nice phase 1. Luicho almost done here. Just gotta be careful with the laser beams. Careful. Okay, this is it. Cannot take any more damage. No. That hurts. That hurts. Like I said, positron not great for Valor. And I think just moving on is probably the right call. It's rare to check behind that boss as progression. But check this out. This might make up the difference. That death hurts, but early double jump. Luicho wins the routing. This is going to save a lot of time on menus. Garni finds Reservoir, Luicho finds some coffee, and a nice Dracula's Tunic pickup. One of the all-around best armor pieces. Now we are going for the true ending. This randomizer. That's going to require our runners to find the 3 ancient books. The required souls are normally Flame Demon, Giant Bats, and Succubus, but in this randomizer, they've been shuffled around. The books will tell us what we need. Besides that, we need Flight and Skula, both of which our runners currently have, and that is Go Mode. Yeah, it looks like we have a small convergence here. Both runners finding Clock Tower. I'm thinking Luicho's gonna save some time on the return trip, courtesy of Malthus. Okay, cemetery here. Yeah, at this point with Positron Rifle, some of the weaker multi-hits are not going to be super worth it. I think bailing on that Onikiri is the right call. Okay, and here is our other shop upgrade boss, Death. I feel like Positron does pretty well here, especially on phase 1. Okay, my apologies. I had to take care of my cat there for a second. I'm back. I'm sure that was an excellent death fight from Garni. And Luicho now fighting Headhunter. A good chop can often make or break a seed. This could get interesting. Yeah, my cat was looking for some dinner about 10 hours too early. Okay, that's Devil, I believe? For Garni. Big time. That is one of the game's 3 rush souls. Widely considered the best souls in the game. Whoa, okay. Yeah, another interesting divergence here. Luicho does have Malthus, but now Garni's got Hippogriff and a Devil Soul to work with. Hippogriff is typically considered the better form of flight. All you do is press a button, you'll fly upwards, it costs no MP and it is quicker. That does have its own advantages, but especially without Malthus. I think Garni is happy to see that pickup. Back to Reservoir here. There are 5 separate entrances to Reservoir. It's the single largest area in the game. And Luicho finds book number 2 but does not check it immediately for the sake of the stream. That is against the house rules. That might be a forfeit. Flying armor, backdash, and was that Undine as well? Luicho getting a lot of souls here, including Curly, the weakest of the Rush Soul. Hey, look, a Rush Soul is still a Rush Soul. And Luicho finds a garden. It's an ongoing meme in the community. Finding Garden is only half the battle. Next up, he's got to remember where Garden is for later. This is where we're going to fight Julius after Grand goes down. And Luicho taking the new algorithm route to the Garden. If you've got double jump and bats, but no Hippogriff, it's actually faster to go from left to right than the standard right to left. Very cool. A skeleton blaze for Luicho. Now Garni is going to be doing some high complexity checks up here. There's often something good around the waterfall. So far some healing. And peeping eye. Not so great. Our runners know where these secret walls are located. Meanwhile, Luicho exploring quarters. This is one of the more interesting areas in the game for a randomizer. Because there is a boss. If you're going from the right side, there is a boss without a save point. It's the only example of that in the whole game. And if it's Legion, who we have not seen yet, that could be a big time loss. So that's kind of a risky play. It looks like Luicho's going somewhere else. And I think we're going to see our upgraded shop here. Yo, Excalibur's in the shop. My personal favorite weapon. That is a top tier. Rolls a Yasutsuna on the cheek. And a rune ring. Succubus as well. Great healing. Wooden Golem. So our runners could stack Wooden Golem and Rune Ring for incredible MP regeneration. This is a great shop. I did not see what book 2 was. Luicho just took a look at that when I was not expecting it. Chat if you want to let me know. Blue is where, okay. I know that Garni has that, I'm not sure about Luicho. The kicker skeleton for Garni. Still no double jump, so that cannot be used yet. Okay, both runners tackling Ansal. And Luicho heading down first. This is interesting. A lot of runners will just skip these checks outright. They're a bit slow, and they're lower priority for the randomizer. We got some tea in check number 1. Garni also going to be thorough here. I think this makes sense. Our runners don't want to lose a race, potentially. Some of these more inconvenient checks. Okay. Great armor is going to go down in 6 hits. Another rune ring. That's good for Luicho, who did not pick one up earlier, but Garni is going to be disappointed. So, total bust for Dancehall, nothing at all. And final check, just the Sherman ring. That can be useful casually if you want to get some easy level ups. But it's slow to use properly, and our runners typically don't need to be too high of a level. Keep in mind, whenever we approach the end game here, it's most common for our runners to be around level kind of 15 to 25 in that ballpark, which is way lower than the game expects. So if you have memories of Aria having some easy final fights, these tournament matches might change your mind. They are very difficult. Deaths are common. Garni finding Garden from the other side. So I think at this point, Garni's got a pretty solid lead of a few minutes. Even without Malthus, it really hasn't slowed him down. I think it's largely because of the Balor death. And who knows, depending on the seed, Luicho might have to fight Balor again. But new stuff on Luicho's screen, we have not seen quarters yet. Cuddle. And Iron Golem. That's one of the better souls in Randomizer. Okay, nice. This allows you to just run through enemies. You will take no knockback. The downside is you get fewer iframes when that soul is equipped. Still looking for 2 books. And Elfin Robe for Luicho. Nice pickup. That's plus 10 intelligence. Gonna boost the power of Curly and Devil. And finally we find a chapel. Garni about to pick up Malthus, and we might see a Balor kill. If there's something like a book behind Balor, that's probably GG already. Now this Velour fight coming up is going to be a lot easier for Garni. At this point, much better equipped. Yasutsuna, one of the best weapons for this boss in general. Going with lubricants. Yeah, gonna take some hits here intentionally to get that damage up. And I haven't seen too much for Luicho in the chapel. It's a bit surprising. Arc Demon for Luicho, never mind. Maybe not required, but one of the best yellows. Easy way to fill up on MP. Oh no! And Velour giving everybody problems today. Not a big time loss. Will Garni go back? Looks like he will. That does cut into his lead. Luicho could catch up here. Yeah, we call Lubricant a risk-reward soul for a reason. It's risky. Like, I think right here, for example, is a nice spot to just settle at for Lubricant. Give yourself one, maybe 2 weak hits worth of damage. If we were going for like a speedrun world record, you'd want to make it lower. But the difference in a randomizer is going to be a few seconds, not a big deal. Okay, here's Red Book for Luicho. I think Garni got this one earlier. So Rock Armor, I want to say our runners have that. I seem to remember them picking it up. So only looking for the yellow now. Okay, Garni. Garni, careful! Okay, you can still die even after that level up animation. If the flames get you. Oh, hang on, Rock Armor from Velour? Maybe they don't have it. There's Buer for Luicho. So now both have Buer. Interesting. So Velour definitely paying off. Well, if nothing else, the book tells Luicho that Velour's got it. Who can always come back. Now, at this point, the only thing Garni needs on his tracker is Galamoth. It's not uncommon to see Galamoth in the Chaotic realm, so it's possible it's not going to play a role here. But sometimes the final check is behind Chronomage. Luicho's been going with some less impressive armor because of the routing differences, but now finally finds Dracula's Tunic. So currently we have not seen Arena. I think that's it. And Forbidden as well. Well, at this point, it's very hard to say who's in front. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Luicho's audio. I'll be coming up on some new stuff here. Oh, you know what? Scratch that. Luicho is going to find some nice stuff here in Cemetery, including Hippogriff. But Garni's already seen this. Well, Garni finds Forbidden. It's just the dead end. How sad. That's the problem. Whenever you enter a door from right to left in the area randomizer, there's a decent chance it's going to be a dead end. Something to keep in mind for anyone trying this on their own. Those are the exits you really got to worry about. Alright, so a very clean death fight for Luicho. Garni back to dance hall. Where is Garni going here? Finally, Luicho gets Hippogriff. Okay. And I want to say this is the first time Garni's been to quarters. So yeah, at this point, runners are kind of cleaning up what we've already seen. It's going to come down to who makes that next big move. Who makes the right call first. We've seen this too. I don't believe we've seen top floor yet either. God, is this an Eastern seed? I think it is. I think that's the only entrance left. I think the current map layout has to be Eastern, it goes to top floor. Top floor connects to Forbidden and to Arena. I think that's how the map layout's gonna work here. Wow. Now, a lot of runners, myself included, are very reticent to even bother going to Eastern. It's just such a bad route, very ill-advised, and almost never pays off. We have seen countless runners lose races and get knocked out of the tournament for going Eastern. But on this seed, Randomizer's unpredictable. Here it is, top floor. Well, that puts Luicho ahead for sure. But HP looking a little dicey. I'd be healing here, personally. Don't want to lose all that progress. Yeah, good call. So Yellow Book is either going to be here, in the arena, or in Forbidden. I expect both runners will just full clear top floor first. There's a chance for Garni to catch up if, say, Luicho goes Arena and Garni goes Forbidden. So one more possible divergence left. Okay. Nothing much so far for Luicho. Garni on his way. That divergence I mentioned before might come into play here. This is very exciting. Garni taking the Forgotten Highway shortcut. If you're a Garni fan, you're hoping this check right here for Luicho is not yellow. It's yellow. That's how it goes. Wait a minute, Basilisk? Hang on now. There are Basilisks literally right here. No, Luicho, you gotta farm that one. You've got Excalibur, you gotta farm that one. No. Wait, going to the shop maybe? Maybe Luicho saw this in the shop. Or if not, maybe just double checking before the farm. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Chat, ignore me. Ignore me. I'm being a dummy. It's Basilisk from Zombie Officer. So Luicho doing absolutely the right thing. The first name on the book is the soul you need, and the second name is the farm. I glanced over that, my apologies. This is the best spot in the game to farm a Zombie Officer. Meanwhile, Garni hoping to find it the standard way here. Hey look, in the randomizer, the soul drop rates for Dracula souls are increased. That was a very nice farm. Good backdash cancels, good luck. Luicho in go mode. Now, Basilisk is a soul that increases your defense slightly, and it totally tanks your offense. So widely considered one of the worst yellows in the game. And you've got to kind of count a little bit on Graham here. Graham Phase 2 has got 1500 HP. And you have to have all of the required souls on before the final hit is dealt. So, how are Luicho's math skills looking today? Gonna find out. Now, Garni's not too far behind. At this point, I'd call it about 4 minutes. A smart use of Arc Demon here for Luicho. Not even gonna bother with like a consistent setup here. Just do a lot of damage and switch on over. Excalibur is strong enough to where even with Basilisk, we probably should see like what, 15, 20? Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, good phase 1, good phase 2, on to phase 3. Excalibur is nice here, but on Grand Phase 3, you don't have a lot of space to backdash cancel, so you gotta be careful. Excalibur is actually large enough to hit while crouching, which is great. Alright, so Garni finds yellow, is likely also gonna farm the Zombie Officer. And not much behind Graham here. Alright, so Luicho is definitely on pace for a sub 45 clear. I wouldn't say he's got the best weapons for Graham, or for Julius, excuse me. Excalibur's fine, just a bit awkward to use. As always, the great question, does Luicho remember where Garden is? And I think the answer is yes. Good call. Meanwhile, Garni not getting as lucky as Luicho. Probably not a difference maker. gets a mind-up drop. But you hate to see it in a great race like this one. RNG making a big difference. Not decisive, but I think Luicho got it like 4th or 5th try. Not too bad of a farm, honestly. Not Luicho lucky, but pretty good. Luicho trying to balance HP here to keep it low but not too low. For Julius. Phase 2, Julius has got 2,000 HP, no longer gets staggered after 4 hits, and uses all of his trademark sub-weapons. This tends to be the easier phase, though, because there's less downtime. You can just wail on Julius. Very good. Alright, Luicho in the home stretch, and Excalibur is the 3rd best weapon in the game for a reason. It's gonna make quick work of Chaos. There is the chance for something a little better here in Chaotic. I think Luicho might skip them. Decides to go for it anyway. They're honestly very quick to check, so unless you are 100% confident in your build and your loadouts, it's often worth just taking a peek. For those just tuning in, this is game 1 of a potential 3. Score is 0-0, but Luicho is going to take this one home, barring a collapse at Chaos. So we'll have game 2 right afterwards. Oh, look at this. Luicho now is skipping some checks. And gets knocked back. It's a Levitain. That's really good, but it's not Excalibur good. That, on the other hand, is a claim. Like I said, unless you're very confident, you just take a peek, get a claim. Very nice. Alright, it's over. In fact, Luicho, I think sub 40 is a little out of reach. But it's going to be closer than I thought. Very well played, Seed. So, Chaos here has got 2 phases. Phase 1, your souls are sealed and cannot be used until the respective statue is broken. Phase 2, the boss is the core of the fight, but by destroying the eyes, it'll lower the defense of the core, or each eye you kill. So there's a really interesting consideration runners have to make, which is how many eyes is it worth going for? You could always kill all 4, but it's often quicker to kill 3, sometimes even 2. I think for claim, the standard is a 3-eye. I think we'll see Luicho go for the any percent no 0 HP strat, where you kill these first 2 and then try to get double hits with the core and the bottom right eye. Oh, I like this too. It's a good idea. Archdemon could also come into play here. But with 43 damage from the claim, this is probably fine. I think Luicho actually is going to pull out a sub 40 thanks to that claim. That would be an incredible time. That's it. What a finish. Great stuff from Luicho. I loved the devil strats. Getting a boost from claim as well. Garni also playing fantastically as usual. But that Belore death hurts, and the routing just wasn't quite there. Good calls on paper, but just didn't work out in practice. So nice race. Excited to see how game 2 is going to go. We'll see if Garni wants to finish this one up or call it. As a reminder, please do follow the runners here. So it looks like Garni is indeed going to forfeit. Go ahead and get the next room set up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5 minutes with game number 2. Okay, so we are back with game number 2. Could this be the decisive match for Luicho? This is losers finals, so the winner will move on to grands, and the loser will settle for 3rd place. This has definitely been the most competitive Aria of Sorrow randomizer tournament to date. So both runners should be feeling very proud of getting this far. Very impressive showing for both. There is a Gungnir in the shop, less useful without backdash. Decent armor with that ninja suits. We're starting out with one of my favorites, Student Witch. Really good red soul, and very cute. Now, last seed, we had some pretty major divergences early. It'll be interesting to see if this is a more linear seed or a more open seed. Okay, simultaneous Panther, but Luicho has the better menu. And Garni puts on Giant Worm for some reason. Alright, immediate dead end. Okay, good creaking skull all around. I like that use of the cats to break open the wall more quickly, and early double jump. So unlike last time, no more worrying about constantly swapping back and forth in the menu. Now Luigi's gonna head straight up to Garden. Garni might choose to continue exploring corridor, but instead also decides to go up. So similar route so far. No, actually, change of plans here. Garni gonna just grab Malthus and bail. I kind of like this, actually. It's a cool idea. Luicho gets very lucky on the boss here. This is one of the few that's beatable at this point, but not much for it. A Galamoth for Garni. We didn't find that at all last time. Maybe it'll be relevant here. Okay, another Devil Seed as well. Interesting. And that's not a good red. Oh, but Luicho finds Flight first. Clock Tower seems like the right call here. But you never know. The way the randomizer works, it tries to separate the different kinds of flight. So if that is somewhere, Hippogriff is going to be somewhere else. It has a similar requirement to access. So it's possible Garni just stumbles on Hippogriff here in a few minutes. And it's also possible it's way out of the way. Oh, I thought that was it. Gravekeeper's still a good pickup for Garni. Luicho finds the yellow book. And access this. Gargoyle from Death, huh? Well, no need to farm, you can just pick that one up for free. And early Galamoth check here, let's take a look. 2 checks in this room coming up. Wow, just a whole lot of nothing. Onikiri's okay at this point. That's disappointing. That could have been like a claim, Hippogriff. Not paying off today. Meanwhile, Luicho also heading up here. But with flight has access to more stuff in the corridor. You can see that Onikiri is helping, but not a ton. It's gonna take a while. Let's check in on Garni's fight here. It was a pretty okay phase 1. I'll admit, this giant worm healing is pretty nice. It's not my favorite yellow, but Garni getting good mileage out of it. This is the toughest one. I'm not sure what Garni's healing situation looks like. I can tell you, yeah, poison is not what you want to see. Lowers your attack and your defense. A potion and a cream puff, that should be enough. Yeah, Garni opting not to use Devil. This fight in particular, Devil is the strongest Rush Soul, even better than Manticore. We'll see what Luicho wants to do. Please just keep in mind, in a single Aria seed, there is a lot to keep track of. And so when you're doing seeds back to back to back, very easy to forget small things, very easy to get mixed up. So that's kind of par for the course. I'm sure we'll see it from both runners over the course of the race here. Now Luicho is in a predicament here. He is opting to use Devil, but this isn't great damage. And yeah, you can see Basilisk drop that from 34 to 9. That's why that soul is considered so bad. The defense boost is just not worth that kind of difference. Once again, Luicho's got to be a bit careful here. Archdemon for Garni. Again, one of the best yellows. Seeing that in back-to-back seeds is pretty cool. Luicho survives. And Garni does not have Bat, so cannot continue on. Oh my god, that clock tower play continues to work out for Luicho. Oh, and this could be even bigger. Because Bats makes getting through Arena a lot quicker. You can just skip DDR, for example. So no matter which way Luicho chooses to go here, Garni's got to be careful. Garni's got to be very careful. I'd say Hadamina. Yeah, good call. No matter which way Luicho goes, that giant bat's going to be helpful. Let's see if there's anything good at the shop here. We do have 1 out of 2 upgrades. Rayab Sword's alright. Nothing top tier though. Blocking mail's pretty good. I would say this weapon is a little overhyped, but it is good. It's got a 35% chance of completely negating damage. The stats are not amazing, but that is a cool property. You'd rather have a flat defense boost or a flat int boost, I think. Maybe something like attack with a demon's mail. But it's like one of the 7 or 8 best pieces of armor. Alright, so Luicho is indeed doing study first. And, okay, you know, that play to clock tower is just continuing to snowball in terms of its significance. That means early study access, means Skula, and Valor is going to be a lot of experience. Meanwhile, Garni is going to do Arena. I think this is the right play, but with no bats, 1 check will have to be orphaned entirely, and DDR is going to be slow. Now Luicho, he's doing a surprisingly good amount of damage with that Whip Knuckle. This will be like, what, 80, 85 hits, something like that on phase 1. Not too bad. In fact, quick math here. I'm busting out the calculator. No, I'm completely off. It's 68.9 hits. Phase 1. Alright, so Rune Ring for Garni. Not a lot of huge impact finds here. No books, no Hippogriff. Reminder that Wrecking Balls are impossible. Okay, so nothing behind Valor, but that experience, I like to think of that as a check in and of itself. Luicho's up to like level 14 or so at this point, just from Valor alone. So firmly in the lead now. Has got a commanding advantage. Barney's got to find something good soon. That Mana Prism's not going to cut it. Nice dive kick tech from Luicho. Hitting that Kiyoma Demon without the box. And yeah, Garni just foregoing DDR. I mean, I think that's fine. Sometimes you want to just cut your losses. But if he knew what we knew, I think he would just choose to do it. Try to get something out of that route. Okay, Luicho wrapping up study here. A couple more checks. Finds waterfall. That means Undine is not going to be very important in this seed. Oh, let's see it. No, Luicho, that's so lame. Luicho's got plenty of MP to get up here. You gotta go for the waterfall tech. We're not gonna see that at all this loser's finals, huh? That's too bad. Nice. Okay, so Kyoma Demon was found in the study. So Luicho's got that one. Garni, meanwhile, does find Dancehall. Ooh, Mistletoe. I'd pick that up, Luicho. Luicho? Just assuming we're not going to fight Legion? Interesting call. Yeah, at this point, I'm not even going to question Luicho. They've played this incredibly well. This is shaping up to be one of those classic Luicho seeds. So if they're not expecting Legion, I'm not either. Oh, another Succubus seed. I would pick that up. Maybe Zombie Officer too. Kind of like a mini Iron Golem. Problem is, Luicho doesn't have a lot of cash right now. So maybe a return trip later on. Okay, continuing down into Reservoir. Slide for Luicho. Have yet to see Hippogriff. It's supposed to be around the same spot as Bats. At least on paper. Okay, nice back-to-back guarding mail. I gotta admit, that's pretty good. Pretty lucky, too. And Garni finds a Reservoir from the bottom. And Luicho making a good call not to even bother with Dancehall yet. Smart. Well, I'm thinking Dancehall is probably going to happen. Oh, no? Luicho's got that intuition going here. Doesn't want to bother, going to commit to something else. This is the right play. Meanwhile, Garni about to hop into the study fights. Yeah, looking like Eastern entrance check for Luicho. And a cemetery, okay. Garni finds Skula. So this one, we're just looking for that blue book and top floor / garden as well. So go mode's approaching. We're not even 20 minutes in. Could be a quick one. Hey, remember that time I said Luicho should get Mistletoe for Legion? I just want to remind everybody. It's gonna take a while. Every piece of the Legion shell has got 5,000 HP. Core's got 5,000 too. That was some great damage. Oh! Interesting combo here. Using the algorithm, platform tech, plus Arc Demon. Blocking mail, actually wasting time. Very nice. I love that. Soma just standing there looking stupid. It happens. Good fight. All things considered, very nicely done. Now, at this point, Luicho has got all the experience he'll need for the rest of the seed. No doubt about it. So that alone is probably worthwhile. But can we find something else here? One more check to go. Osafune's good. Osafune is very good. It's not incredible on bosses, but it's good versus Chaos 2. And it's great for moving around. Luicho might opt to stick with Rahab, which is a fine move, but Osafune is a nice backup choice. Apparently, I was not looking, but Garni got a Poison Fist random drop. That's incredibly lucky. A lot of people will hype up the Levitain, for example. The Poison Fist is just as strong as the Levitain, except it's got an even faster attack speed in exchange for pitiful range. So it's actually one of the best weapons in the game. That's pretty lucky. Will that make a difference, though? Alright, here's top floor. We're gonna just take a peek. What's on the left here first. Good call, actually. This one out of the way dance hall check. What could it be? Oh, it's the blue book! Atableepus. If Luicho doesn't have that yet, he can get it in like 2 seconds. He's already got it. So where is Luicho headed next? I'm not too sure what the remaining souls are. Wait a minute, what's that? Alright, backdash, okay. I think Luicho might want to try and find death for the yellow soul. Okay. This is just a Luicho, see? There goes phase 1. Yeah, Kyoma Demon is the red. Luicho's definitely got that one. So required souls today: Kyoma Demon, Catableepus, and Gargoyle. Good. And you never know. This has got 2 big pluses to it. Number 1, obviously you get the required soul and you enter go mode. And number 2, the shop gets an upgrade. So maybe you'll get a top tier weapon out of it. I think the play from here, if I know Luicho, I expect what he'll do is get the top floor warp, go to the shop, beat up Graham, and then hope the garden is connected to the Wrecking Ball entrance. Skipping all the other checks here. It's very possible this leads straight to garden. It's always the handgun. God, look at how... What a small percentage of the map has actually been uncovered here. That's how fast the seed has been. Just explore 30% of the castle and win. I'm surprised Luicho's not going to the shop here. They're feeling confident about what they've got. Archdemon and Devil, I mean, that can do it on its own with or without a good weapon. I think it makes sense. Another Rahab sword. Something else to keep in mind, because Luicho is at a higher level than normal, excuse me, thanks to the Balor experience and the Legion experience, that higher level will mean a weaker sword like Rahab is still totally serviceable on these endgame fights. You know, I called blocking mail overrated. And of course, Luicho gets incredible luck with it. But you gotta trust me. I'm gonna go ahead and swap on over. Good. Yeah, a lot more Devil Phase 2. Now, I've been focusing on Luicho for the past few minutes. I don't believe Garni has stumbled into Garden. So I'm kind of convinced it's going to be right here at top floor. Which is, again, just beautiful for Luicho. Luicho getting too lucky. Getting too lucky for Archdemon. Alright, all Luicho wants at this point is a top tier weapon. Earth Gang is good, not great. Let's see. Garni exploring Forbidden. Out of curiosity, what's back here? And yep, Luicho finds Garden. The Luicho seed continues. Another Poison Fist, nice. Gonna do a couple of checks on the way here. Strawberry for good luck, okay. Now, Luicho opted to forego the shop, right? Which means less healing and maybe not getting a top tier weapon. We'll see if that comes into play, it might not. But especially if you're going with an Archdemon build, you'll want to have some backup healing. Because more healing means more MP. Okay, so 110 a hit. Very nice. Yeah, Succubus is going to be a great backup option as well. That will mean a little bit of awkward menuing to switch back and forth between Succubus and Archdemon, but it's on the table. Man, did he not buy Succubus? I chat with the correction. Apparently, Luicho did not, in fact, buy Succubus. Garni definitely did. Luicho playing very efficiently, only picking up what he absolutely needs. Okay, it looks like, what, 5 healing items left? That should be enough. I'm just gonna say this right now. No one on planet Earth could have beaten Luicho on this particular seed. There was no way. It was over before it even began. And I rolled this seed, so I blame myself. And Garni's doing a great job here on Legion. Gameplay's been crisp. But look, it happens. Someone just finds the perfect route in a randomizer. See, that was a bit of a slow phase 1. Phase 2 should be quick, though. Nice, the classic Julius dash spam. Is this a best of 3 or a best of 5? As blocking mail. This is indeed a best of 3. So this will be the decisive match. I understand it is considered a faux pas for commentators to announce the end of a match early. But it's a Luicho seed. Great finish here on Julius. And Luicho will definitely go for these checks here. I would say that Luicho has a 20-ish minute lead. Maybe 15. But it's a big one. Big advantage. Okay, check number 1, absolutely nothing. Well, as we wind down this very exciting, very enjoyable Losers Finals here, please do remember to give the runners a follow. Like I mentioned earlier, Garni, one of the all-time greats in Castlevania. Luicho, an up-and-comer, a prodigy. We'll be seeing again in Grand Finals. You can also follow me if you enjoyed this commentary today. We will be having some post-game interviews as well. The runners' thoughts on how these went. And look at that, at the 32-minute mark, Garni finds Giant Bat. That was the divergence that made all the difference. Gonna get Vijaya. It's a Luicho seed, so we've got Final Sword coming up right here. Okay, not quite. So, yeah, what's the best play for Chaos? We've got some B-tier weapons at our disposal. That's about it. Yeah, Gungnir for phase 1 in the eyes, I think, is the right call. And maybe Rahab can work for phase 2. I think at that point you just save your HP and your healing and go all in with Devil. So this is going to be a slightly longer than average Chaos fight, just because of the equipment. But should end up being a sub 40 time. Okay, blocking mail is like feeling disrespected by me or something. I apologize for criticizing it. It has been a literal lifesaver here for Luicho. Okay, now it's kind of dropping the ball here on phase 1. Gotta use a bit of healing, but that last hit was actually fine. Luicho took the hit after Archdemon was reactivated, so back up to full MP. That's good. Alright, so if you get in very, very close, like Luicho's doing here, the Gungnir can get in 4 hits per swing. But often you want to keep your distance and just go for 3. You know, another possibility is that Luicho goes for a 2-eye kill here. 45 is not great. Luicho's got a lot of HP thanks to the high level and a lot of healing. I think this is gonna work. Just be careful to avoid any combo damage on those orbs. Look at that. Archdemon is crazy, isn't it? Takes 1 hit and goes from 0 MP to full. It's nuts. As a reminder, it's 3,000 HP for the core. So we're over halfway there. Yep. There it is. Whenever you hear that sound effect, it means the end is coming. And an incredible time for Luicho, dropping a sub 37 in bracket. Extremely impressive. And Garni is opting to forfeit here. Look, Garni, you played incredibly well this tournament. I'm going to save some of my comments for the interview. There was nothing anybody could have done about that particular seed. We got our runners going to be joining us momentarily here.
Hello.
And welcome in, Luicho. Congrats on the W. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Happy that I actually managed to beat Garni because I was kind of scared. He was playing really well.
Well, we'll have Garni hop in as well, but game 1 was very close. There were some interesting route divergences. It was pretty neck and neck.
Huh.
Game 2 was a Luicho seed, wasn't it? Tell me a little bit about your thought process.
What
You
did I
kind of just
even...
found the perfect route.
Did I? I don't know. I just kind of played. I don't know what to tell you. I just played normally, like I do. And it just happened to work out. I mean, did
So I
do anything
believe
weird?
that also welcome in Garni.
Hello, Garni.
Just talking about game 2 here. So the big difference maker early in game 2 was Luicho committed to Clock Tower, and Garni decided to go elsewhere. So
Oh.
Luicho had Bat and Flight for a while, and I think Hippogriff was Merman? Something awkward like that, so that was a big difference maker.
Let's see. I never found the hippogriff in that one.
Well, Garni, let me hop over to you. Once again, big congrats on making it this far. Game 1 was super close. How'd you feel like that one went?
Yeah, I felt I could have won game 1 with how it all worked out. I could have won it like decisively as well if I had just gone to the eastern reservoir entrance like much earlier, or even skipped the eastern. If I'd skipped those checks, I think I could have won even.
Mm-hmm. And then game 2, I thought you played great, but Luicho just had the correct route. I think only ended up exploring like 40-50% of the castle.
Yeah, I just could not find where to go. It was pretty awkward.
So, Luicho, you're going to be moving on to Grand Finals.
To fight you again.
Versus me. Yep. The rematch.
Hopefully this time I take a game at least. That's what I hope.
I think we'll aim to get that scheduled maybe this weekend if that works. I'll send you a DM.
Yeah, well, we can try. On Saturday,
I think it's fair to say, Garni, you've picked up this game faster than anybody else has. Really hope you'll be joining us for SpeedGaming Live 22 later this year.
Yeah, I think I will. I've had a lot of fun playing this randomizer, and if I may just have a couple minutes to like kind of explain myself, because I know there's been rumors and secrets, and I've been making this losers run, but they're, you know, like I had only beaten Aria Sara once, like 5 years ago, before I had entered this tournament just on a whim, and I'm like, you know what, it'll be fun. If I go 0-2, no big deal. But then I started actually getting pretty good at it, and it felt really good, and so I wanted to see how far I could take it and everything, and it's been a real blast.
And yeah, third's pretty good. I'm pretty sure. You beat Barracks, which is insane, in my opinion.
Yeah, that guy's a legend. LuichoX a legend, by the way. GG's, but I didn't think I said that.
Yeah, he is.
Well, and that's a good reminder to anyone else watching. This randomizer, I think we'd all agree, is now very accessible. A lot of options make it friendly to new players to kind of get in, get a nice, comfortable preset going, and learn the basics.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
we'll be having a follow-up tournament for SpeedGaming Live later this year. Please stay tuned for that. The grand finals to close out this particular bracket should be happening within a few days. So yeah, any final comments, Garni or Luicho, before we wrap up?
I think that's all. At least for me.
Sorry.
No, that's it.
Just that you know, like what Jupiter was saying, how this is a very accessible randomizer, and I'm very inclined to agree with that. I've played lots of different randomizers, like Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Pokemon, Mario, things like that. Other Castlevania randomizers, and this one is much easier to learn, but also just like there's so many redundancies with the possibility of duplicate books, duplicate backdash, duplicate schoola, things like that, which makes this game like even less RNG than most. Like this last game, I just went to all the wrong places in the sense, but like that first game, it was really close, and a lot of the matches overall have been really close because this randomizer is actually pretty incredible.
Yeah, and
Couldn't
it's
agree
really fun.
more. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We're going to sign off here, and we will catch you all a little bit later this week.